If you want to start a business, you just give it a go. Give it a go better than Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't give it a go ever.
He takes jobs away.
Takes jobs away. No go.
You guys, when did you guys started doing comedy? When did you start?
2022, I believe.
Yeah?
The start of 2022 properly, yeah.
Who did you guys meet first, me or James?
I met you first.
I'm sorry.
And then I met James.
I think so, and like probably days after.
Oh, yeah?
And a similar stretch or something like that, yeah.
Were you still working at the Coke when they came in?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Probably.
What did you think of us?
Absolute muppets.
No. If anything that encouraged you is like, these guys are doing it, we definitely
can.
can.
The feeling was mutual, man.
No. I thought you were lovely, lads.
Oh, okay.
Who was more lovely, though?
That's a tough one.
I don't know. You're both really fucking terrible, man.
You're both fairly deplorable human beings, so
That's true.
it's kind of like, who do you prefer, Trump or Biden? That kind of a situation. You know?
I remember like meeting you and thinking like I could do way better than this.
Oh, that's what
I'm still waiting for that to happen.
That's not as easy as it looks being this terrible, is it?
I remember seeing you guys in Coco and I was like, is this how easy it is to stand up? Well, shit.
There's nothing to it.
Anyone can do this.
So you guys just like fuck around?
You guys just have to be foreign. I'm just going to pretend I am. My name
All
is
comedians
David
foreign?
Sanchez. S-O-C-K-A.
Sanchez.
Tommy Sanchez.
Oh, fuck.
What is so did you guys meet us in the Coco? Was it there when we first met you?
No, probably like cause I remember what's your sort of name of people?
I just go by what they tell me their name is. What do you do?
That's a good rule. I like it.
If it's like something bad, then don't. But if it's like not bad, then I don't give a shit.
It's not. It's like so. It would probably like I remember my first gig was a UCC thing with actually the 3 Bucks Left gang. I just asked them, could I go do 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And I would have met Ray Murphy, Jack Kirby, there, all them.
Oh, nice.
And
how many gigs were you in?
That was only the one.
Oh,
that
really?
was the first one, and they were doing it as well.
Your first gig was a college gig?
Yeah.
That's fucking horrendous.
Yeah. It was, but you know what? The funny thing is, I like coming from music. They were like saying, right, what's the story with lineups and who wants to go on first? And I said, I'll go on first. No idea, like that. People are like, what the fuck? Your first ever gig? I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Like I was used to like just play the tunes and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And I went up and like it was a terrible gig. Like it was at like fucking 1 o'clock in the day. And,
that's weird. Yeah.
College gigs are always bad.
Like Bool
very
Hall
rarely.
3.
Yeah. Bool Room 3. Bool 3.
Yeah. And, but what the thing will happen is like I was just like I had the rush. Like I can't believe I'm actually doing stand up. Something I want to do all the time. So I thought it went really well. And then I came off and like everyone else went on after me were dying under hole the same as I was. And I was there thinking, oh my God, I did so well that I'm after putting pressure on the other gang. When actually we all were just dying.
It's just all about me.
And so I got chatting with Ray and Jack and I went with Ray to the Coco.
Pressure on the other.
So I actually probably met you both. Yeah, I met you
They're
both.
so sorry. Like, my bad.
You walk up to
My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I
You
didn't
walk
mean to
up to
stub
your
on.
first ever gig. You're like, don't worry, lads, I'll go first. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, they're going to follow this.
That was so good, man. This is like,
They're going to
shit.
follow this up.
Best of luck. $3 left.
I'm a fucking...
Do what you can. I warmed him up for you.
I remember I had this rule first. I remember talking when we were just starting. It was like, say yes to everything
Yeah.
when it comes to comedy.
Oh, God,
which
yeah.
is actually a terrible idea.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Idea.
Like
Ever see Baby Reindeer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Case in point.
And
And I still didn't get my Netflix series out of it.
you're on Hulu.
Just a broken heart.
Yeah, I'm on Hulu.
I'm on Hulu.
That's actually owned by Disney now. There's no more Hulu.
Oh well, then you're gone. So
Is it called Hulu Hoop now?
No.
No, you're just hungry.
Only in Hawaii.
It's called Disney Plus now.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah,
Disney
that was a
Plus
terrible idea.
Hulu.
Like the amount of gigs that like are not equipped for comedy.
Yeah.
Like doing like remember we did one.
Did you guys start out like in the exact same time frame, or did one of you start out a
Pretty
little
much.
later?
Like you kind of got us earlier than me, I'd say.
I had about 2, maybe 3 open mics done before you.
What was
Yeah.
the thought process there, where you're like, if Aaron can fucking do it, then
Well, I suppose
Well, did you guys know each other beforehand as
Yeah,
well? Okay,
we've been friends now for
No,
a
yeah,
few
cool.
years, but like
Well, the viewers didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We're learning stuff about each other.
well, our viewers know that, but and that's the only reason they're fucking here. So no, we were
we need to get those extra 2 viewers here ASAP.
we were doing a podcast at the time called Uninformed. During the lockdown.
yeah.
Don't listen to it, it's shite.
Is it still out there?
It is still out there,
Check
please.
out Uninformed
Please
Podcast
don't
on
listen to
Spotify
it.
and any other platform.
There's things on that which I'm just like, no.
Why are you not controlling the narrative?
Oh,
No.
Jesus,
No,
no. At
no,
the
no.
time.
The narrative was running wild.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. What were we even at with that? Like, Jesus, man.
I didn't know, man.
So
But,
you did a podcast before you guys ever did comedy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
usually the other way around.
Dave would been doing radio shit.
You did
I did. So I
That
studied,
makes sense
yeah,
though. Like knowing you, that makes a lot of sense.
I
You have a
studied
face for
radio
radio.
and I studied
By
radio.
that I
in,
mean it shouldn't be on air.
yeah. I studied radio in CSN. It was a great course actually.
What's CSN?
Lots of chicks there.
CSN, Shake Sock.
Yeah, CSN. But I did that, and so I had experience in radio and whatnot. But and then like I literally decided during the lockdown to do a podcast, do my own one called Absolutely Savage. Please don't listen to that one.
Absolutely savage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good name though.
my
Fuck,
God.
that's good.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I can just imagine you guys. This is not going to be your mum's podcast. I'm going to
No,
say
it
some
was-
shit you might not like.
Do you know what it's very like
Fucking try
actually?
and cancel me.
Do you know what it's very like? Because I only realised at the time because. Do you know Tony Cantwell? Do you know?
I know of him.
Yeah, he had his own podcast at the time called Tony Cantwell's Shit Show.
Hit show?
And it was Shit Show, it's called, I think. But I did one that was a literal shit show. Like I actually just had his model of like talking to myself on the fucking podcast. It was lockdown. People were listening to that shit back then. And
Not his one, like, but they were
not mine. No.
other
In
ones.
general.
But then I turned into
Cantwell's.
Yeah.
I turned into an interview podcast after that. Then, like, you know. But where I was interviewing like local people.
Just from around Middleton.
Yeah, I swear
Nothing
to
of
God.
note.
I had him on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
swear
something
to
we
God.
should. Oh wait, I'm gonna find
We
that
should
after
dig that
this.
up for a
yeah,
lad,
I'm
like.
gonna
Oh,
dig
we
that
should have
up.
done our
It's
homework
called
before.
a streetcar named Darren. If
We
you're
should have
looking
done a
for it.
research before. So on episode 4, you had the postman on.
Let me guess, it was a crash.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But you know what the thing is? It was probably the best of though his guest episodes. Then we said, "Go on, we'll do one as well."
Oh.
And that's when Uninformed came. And then like during that we were talking. So basically, like I came out of rehab and I had to hang around with different lads in the local town because I couldn't hang around with the other lads because it was unsafe for me, as the counsellor put it. And so I had to hang around with another fella who I'd have been friendly with.
Yeah.
His group of friends, and they were fucking losers.
Melters.
They were losers. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, honestly, I'd rather hang around with the mad cunts.
Yeah, were they safe losers though, or?
But like
Safer.
too safe.
Yeah.
Do you know?
They didn't do any drugs, anything.
Nah,
That's why they were
not-
losers.
Yeah, like, they were just boring. Like, and they were all actually.
Do you know what it was? They were very like it's like all pat each other on the back and tell each other how fucking great we are, even though we're very flawed people. Do you know that kind of way?
No.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't do that at all.
Yeah.
I'm not like
And
that at all.
Man.
Dave would have been like kind of shoehorned into that group as well for like a different reason. And I met Dave through that then. We both like clicked like just ball. Just what we do now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We just did that and we were like, this is fucking. You're all right, actually.
Well, you guys is Middleton just like High School Musical with all these cliques running around? And
No, it's more like
More like Euphoria.
yeah.
Without the euphoria, though.
Without Sydney Sweeney and
But
her
you're
class
not,
tits.
You're not both from Middleton. You're from Carrick-Hill.
I'm from Carricktool and he's from Castlemartyr,
from Mayfield.
but we would have hung out.
From
You're not
Mayfield.
from fucking
I'm
Mayfield.
originally
though.
from Mayfield.
You
I'm-
kind of are, but not really.
You're not, boy, you're not from
I
Mayfield.
live in Dab,
I
Mayfield, boy.
moved to Castlemartyr when I was 9 and I came back. So I'm actually not a blow-in now.
No.
So he's from Castlemartyr, but we were.
I don't think
Well,
anybody
Middleton-
would look in you and
when
go,
you're
that guy's
from that
Mayfield.
area, Middleton's like the main town to hang out in.
Yeah.
When you're from those places, so like that's where all the kind of the like back in the day, that's where the nightlife was for us when we could, before we came to the city. Like, you know, it was like we used to kind of look at the city and be like, no, it's just too expensive to go up there, and they're all fucking college heads up there and all this kind of. Do you know, yeah. And we used to like think like going into the pub and just being off your fucking game, listening to Zombie and all that kind of shit was like the way to be. Like, do you know what I mean? And he was playing music at the time.
Not really, though. I was once every 6 months.
You started as a musician, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people still think of you as a musician. around
Where you like
Middleton,
playing cover songs?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
never original stuff.
I tried to write a few, thank God I never
What were you
released
writing about?
just about like fucking women. But it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
like about particular
Same as your
women.
comedy, so.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
exactly.
Yeah, but they,
You're like, this make a great bit, actually.
yeah. But it was all shit.
What's
like,
that like? What, do you remember any lyrics?
No, I don't.
Okay,
And that's
probably
not
better.
even me.
Kelowna, why'd
I
you
remember-
leave me, Kelowna?
I
You
remember
left
I
me
wrote-
all alone.
I wrote a song when I was about 15. But this girl was after breaking up with me. Like literally, no, she
You
did
wrote
nothing
this
wrong.
song?
She did nothing wrong, right? Absolutely nothing wrong. She just said, "I'd just rather us be friends," right? I wrote a song calling her a heartless bitch and everything. I was like, There was no point. It was like, you know, this real emo
How old are
shit.
you
Like,
again?
there was no point loving you anyway. You were a heartless bitch. You know, like this kind of shit.
Oh, it's
I
like
swear to
punk
God-
rock as well. It's like grungy.
Yeah, it was real hardcore shit. And that was my, like, I swear to God, I actually,
And how old are you again? You said
I was
15?
like, I think I might have been 16.
Did that ever see
Doesn't
public?
make
Did
a
that ever see
difference.
public consumption?
I put it on YouTube, but took it down.
Oh, do you still have it?
I don't think so, no. Probably not.
Oh,
I
you
probably
need to
have the
remaster
lyrics
that.
somewhere.
You need to fucking
I
redistribute
probably have the
that.
lyrics somewhere, but I hope it's erased from
We should
history.
re-record it.
There's covers of me singing Michael Bublé songs still on YouTube. At
Oh,
about the age of
really?
17. I leave them up there just as a reminder of like, can't get, you know, it could always get worse.
See, that's how I look at old stuff. I leave all my old stuff up because I'm like, it's just be a nice time machine, you know. I could look back at this and be like, what was I doing?
I remember there was my buddy who I used to be playing the music with and like if I'd like there was a time I fell out with a girl kind of like that, you know, like we just basically I like ended it with her and then I saw her with another fella and then miraculously I thought she was amazing again. No matter that happened.
Ooh, it's like rose-colored
Yeah,
glasses.
we
Like,
have so much
you
in
don't
common.
know what you got, so let's go.
And I,
Leave paradise.
Put up a cover of like the Coronas singing "Dreaming Again," like a real like, oh, I bottled it with this woman, just like in the hope that she'd see it, like a very modern day Great Gatsby kind of situation, you know.
Okay. Just across the way or something like that.
I mean,
I saw her across the way
love
in
the
Castle
Coronas.
Arthur. I knew she's the one.
I love the Coronas, but it's not exactly like, you know, artistic fucking.
I don't
Look at
know.
this,
The
like-
only time I heard about the Coronas was when the disease was going around.
Yeah. They were very popular then.
Yeah, that's
I
when
texted
heard
your man
about
from
them.
the Coronas asking him to come on the podcast at like
Did
3
you?
in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I don't just text women at 3 in the morning. I
What?
text Irish musicians. as
Podcast
well.
guest.
What did he say?
But
I was like, hey Danny, I've always been a big fan of your stuff there. It was actually around the time that the government hadn't introduced the roadmap, it was called, remember, for like live entertainment. And he was on social media all the time giving out about it. And I replied to one of his stories being like, I'm a big fan of your stuff. I'd love you to come on and talk about the roadmap. And he replied in fairness.
He did.
He did, yeah. He's like, hey Dave, my agent usually handles this kind of thing. Here's his email if you want to talk to him. Cheers and thanks, whatever. And I
Very nice
emailed,
way to say fuck off.
yeah, basically. I emailed the agent, got nothing.
Yeah, but he also left out. He messaged him at 3. He messaged him locked.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I'm just sitting up at 3 in the morning.
Oh,
going,
that's when
"Ooh."
you do it though.
I
Like, that's when
wouldn't
you have the
text,
confidence to do it.
in a right state of mind, I wouldn't text someone at 3 in the morning. Like,
Billie Eilish, listen, we got this podcast over here. I was just like, we really need you to talk about
I
the
only call-
Taylor Swift's Billie
You ain't
Eilish
seen yet?
debate. We want to hear your side.
I only call her when the party's over.
You know who really needs it? You know who I bet is awake right now? Billie Eilish. I'm sure she's talking about.
Did you say, are you 18?
18.
Well, I'm a
Are
bad
you
guy.
18?
I'm a bad guy.
I'm a bad guy.
Isn't she? She's into women now, though, isn't she, Billie Eilish?
Jeez, I say if she got the right cock now, she'd be grand. Do you know?
Is this you putting your like CV? CV stands for
Start
cock.
editing this podcast.
I don't think any woman is gay. I think they just haven't found the right penis.
Whoa, hot take.
I
Okay.
disavow that
Right.
statement.
Yeah.
I remember though, because Billie Eilish.
Men are definitely gay.
Billie Eilish used to. Oh yeah.
Every
Yeah,
man's
the
gay.
inverse is true though. It's just like
Every
there's
single
got to
man
be
is
one
gay.
guy out there that every guy would go gay for. You
Yeah.
know, like so maybe the inverse
Every
is true.
single man is gay. They just haven't had the right cock in their
If
ass.
Brad Pitt said, "Let's get it going," I wouldn't be like. I feel like if I said no, that'd be
Real
gayer if I
late
said
90s,
yes.
Early 2000s, Brad Pitt as well.
Yeah.
No, now.
Lads, if Chris
Even
Hemsworth
now.
came into my room, I would let him do anything.
Dave, when you were younger, were you hanging around with like loads of older guys in pubs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, your brain is like cycling through like offensive of talking points.
I still do.
They live on through you.
Yeah, by osmosis.
Honestly, when I moved up to the city from East Cork, I like from that kind of mindset being around like for literally 23 years being around that. I felt like, you know, when people get let out of a cult and they need to be eased back
Yeah.
into society.
That's why you shouldn't listen to Uninformed. It's all that shit. It's all that shit.
we do have a few listeners who like aren't from Ireland, so we should probably say Middleton is a town on the East of Cork. East of Cork.
It's where
City.
all the Jameson comes from.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
a
I
number
was
one.
just gonna say,
and it's
I'll
a
fix
number
it.
one place for depression in Ireland.
No, give us a
Yeah.
little intro to Middleton. Give us a little intro there.
All you need to know is Jameson whiskey. No, Middleton is basically like any small town in Ireland. It's like, what is it? It's like, have you ever watched Hardy Bucks?
Yeah.
That's why Hardy Bucks is so popular with like us and like lads that we grew up with, is because it literally is like that. It's just pure small town mindset.
Boys hanging about.
There's
Langers.
lads hanging around
These
like,
guys being dudes.
and there's lads who like think they have a status around the town, like thinking they're the big fucking swingers when actually no one knows who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
got-
like,
I got
10
that-
years later, they all got families.
Yeah.
I get
And
you.
they've all everyone in the town has had sex with each other.
I tell you, but
I got that in y'all, like, cause like there's like old people in y'all that are just
Yeah.
kind of like he was like there's like this I had this coworker, her name was Chantel, and her grandfather, he would go around flexing about the fact everybody knows me in y'all,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
that's not as big of a flex as you think.
That's
it
kind of
is.
like saying everyone knows me in Mountjoy.
Yeah,
It's not really.
I was like, yeah, that's not a big
Not
flex.
really a fucking claim to fame.
Oh
Mountjoy.
shit!
That's
you
a
never
prison,
show
right?
your face around
Y'all
Castle
is
Monitor.
the worst place on the fucking planet, man. I don't know how the fuck you lived there for so long.
Well, COVID helped.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
I
like,
know,
you legally cannot go anywhere
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Y'all is worse than Middleton. Middleton is
Way
better
worse
y'all.
than. I think Middleton's
I always say
Okay,
y'all is
yeah,
great
yeah.
if you plan to leave. Like,
Let's
if
do,
you have an
um,
exit plan, it's good.
Let's do
It's a
like
great way to get to Waterford.
let's
yeah, that's it. Only way to get to water.
let's do the East Cork tier list, right? So we have like y'all at the bottom. That's shit.
Middleton in the middle and Cove probably wins by default.
Cove is Cove is at the top.
Oh, Cove is a strange place,
No,
though.
but like if
Yeah.
you take it from an outsider coming in, like Cove
Yeah.
has the fucking water. Like when the sun, like today now,
Cove would be
looks
gorgeous
fucking
today, now.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got all the multicolored houses. Like Cove does win, but that's like saying like you're the tallest standing up in like against two gang of wheelchairs. Like do you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna go
Whatever.
somewhere.
You're the only guy that
offensive.
can dunk on the wheelchair team.
Fair
They're the
play
best.
to you, man.
Like, basically, it's a case where so there's a fella that we know that used to be drinking in the pub in Middleton, and he lives in Portugal now. And myself and you know Mike, don't you? Mike,
Yeah.
Mike, our buddy. Yeah, we went over there to Portugal, and we met him over there. And this guy started like crying and everything because he like hadn't seen us. Do you know, like, or he barely knew who I was, not to mind Mike. But then Mike said that his mum used to serve this guy in the pub years ago, and he started crying, going, "I can't believe your mother used to serve me in the pub. I can't believe it," bawling, crying. And like,
What did he say about the children thing?
oh, he said, yeah, he's like, "I used to think of you as all my children and all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff."
Dave had to like introduce himself. Like, I'm
Yeah,
from.
I had to go up and be like, "Do you remember me at all? I'm Dave from Middleton." He goes, "Ah, for fuck's sake, Dave!" He didn't even know me at first, like, but I was his child.
I remember I was in that local pub that we thing with like place like Middleton's so small that you don't have scenes or cliques that
Yeah.
you're all just in the same pub. Everyone.
Everybody's a jock.
Whether you're-
Everybody's drama.
What's the bar you guys would have been hanging out with?
Banner's Bar at the time. it
Banner's
would have
Bar
been
would have
called.
been called. Yeah,
Banner's
it's-
Bar.
It's
closed
gone now.
Yeah.
What's the bar you're in now? Like for Middleton? your club?
Wallace is his name where my comedy club is.
That
Yeah.
seems like a good place, though.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I
What
like
was
it.
the crack down there in the bar? What were people up to? What were they doing? Were people just getting locked?
Everything,
for people?
man. There'll be
Everything.
honestly like there'll be times like I remember there was like the Gold Cup was a big thing. It's at the end of Cheltenham. It's like
Yeah.
a big thing in this place.
The
Because-
end of order to horse racing.
yeah. That's a big day out in
Because
Middleton.
everybody has like money on it.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? Yeah, that's good.
And like a lot of the boys had the unholy trinity, do you know, like they were like had the coke in this pocket, they had the fucking Paddy Power bookie slip in this pocket, and the pint in front of them, do you know.
Oh, that is a good Holy Trinity,
all the
though.
parts
Yeah.
of Exodia,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and they like,
Obliterate my family.
Like, you could have like 17, 18-year-olds in there drinking. You had gang who have been drinking in there for 40 years. There, honestly, I remember one time looking like there was these local boys who play tunes there, and in fairness, like they're pains in the hole, but they got the place hopping, like they
Yeah,
really did,
yeah.
with all those kind of tunes, and
There's
remember
something special to that atmosphere as well, like a hopping Irish, like local
Small town
Yeah,
bar
and
as
what-
well.
Yeah,
like
some
all the
magic.
fun.
Back in the day, it
all
was
the fun in this
magic.
whole
It
town
was
right
lethal.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's magic
It
to
was
it.
lethal back in the day.
There's
Like, it really
magic
was.
to
like
it.
that pub that Dave does the gigs in. Like honestly, like on Saturday nights, maybe
There used to be
7
a
or 8
late
years
bar as
ago,
well.
like you couldn't walk in there. Like you had to actually maneuver your way around, and it could be close to that 7 nights a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I feel bad for every other bar in town. Just like, well, fuck, man. You're, you know,
they were
you're hogging
like
all the fun.
the late bar where all the people, like, that was where you went to pull, like, that was literally the
Afterwards,
only.
Would you have lock-ins like?
from time to time.
Sometimes,
In
yeah.
Banners you would have,
In
yeah.
Banners you would have got locked in.
nice.
It was
Shout out to the Splan family, actually,
Yeah.
they were legends.
I wonder
they were
why it's
absolute
closed.
legends.
Oh, your man just had enough.
Just
of it.
packed it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It was when COVID came, he just realised I
No, to
actually
be fair,
don't.
that's a good
Yeah.
time to get out after all that coke and shit. Just be like, yeah.
But that fella
It's
who Dave was talking about was gone to Portugal now, like he was just like basically just a local alcoholic. And I remember he was in there one day, like just during the day I was in there, and like the Formula One was on the telly, And I think it was Lewis Hamilton one. He's the only one I can name anyway.
Yeah.
The other fella I can name doesn't really do it anymore.
That's a slippery slope.
He's on Formula 2 now.
That's not okay nowadays.
I heard he used to be fed baby Formula now.
Because he skis. What did you say?
Listen, if I heard he used to be he has to be fed baby Formula now.
Baby Formula 1.
That's really mean. That's mean.
It's all right. You can do a few Schumacher jokes.
But
It's all right.
So anyway,
Is he actually Shoemaker, or was that?
Yeah, that was the original.
Schumacher is his name. Michael Schumacher.
Shoemaker. Was he really a shoemaker?
He's an insane. He's like an insane guy though.
Is he anti the Kyla Cobbler?
He's actually.
You have to you make those yourself. Wow.
Sorry.
They look
Darren's been
shocking
trying to
like
get this
Crocs.
story over like an hour.
He's like an insane guy though. He used to like drive like what do you call it, soap carts, like the little carts you build as a kid.
Yeah.
He used to drive soap car races as a child, and he win like every kart race. He like destroy every kart race in his area of Germany to a point where his dad was like, "You have to drive better cars." And then he comes from like a pretty poor background, and most Formula 1 drivers are like rich dudes.
Yeah.
But just because he was winning every amateur race in the country, they're like, "Yeah, we got to stick you into one of
Shite
these."
at skiing though.
Yeah, shy. He didn't do that as a child.
No. He didn't hit the.
He didn't do it as an adult either.
He hit a tree.
Yeah, he didn't do it much as an adult either.
But that'd be like if you went up on stages at like the age of 8 and you started murdering gigs
Yeah,
on all the way to your adulthood, where people were like, "This guy has to go to the Apollo. Like, this is crazy."
Yeah.
that is insane.
Yeah. Rest in peace. I mean, he's not dead, but
Yeah.
No, you might as well be.
He's resting easy now.
Yeah.
Go on anyway. What were you saying about the man?
So
yeah.
your man,
you
we're
started.
watching the Formula 1. I think someone won anyway. You know they do the thing where they spray the champagne everywhere.
yeah.
And this local alcoholic honestly was fuming. He was like, "Isn't that a fucking waste of perfectly good fucking champagne?"
Priorities are set there.
No irony in it at all. He was like, and I was like, "Man, you're never going to be able to drink that bottle. It's in fucking Nice in France or wherever the fuck it is." And you're giving out about him spraying it around the place.
Yeah, does he know how much money is in these events? I don't think they care about a
And you
fucking
know
bottle
what?
of
Did he drink
champagne.
champagne?
Yeah,
Like, is he
no,
upset
yeah.
about the champagne?
Did someone put this on the wastage now?
I saw him in there 7 days a week. And he never went for a bottle of even Prosecco.
That's what I mean. You know, it's just like, why are you upset about it? You have a Prosecco in solidarity or something like that?
yeah.
Like, oh, this is for you.
But this fella, he moved over to like Portugal, and he seems to be doing just the same shit he was doing in Ireland. But I suppose if you're going to be like a lonely, kind of depressed alcoholic, do it in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. It might help, actually.
Yeah.
Just
Portugal's a
legal
way
drugs.
nicer place to be an alcoholic than Ireland.
Legal
like.
drugs and everything, man. Yeah.
But
Although he's from the generation where like he will drink daily, every waking minute of the day, but drugs are you're a fucking scumbag.
So is that
Or
if you
you're a
even had a joint in
scumbag.
front of him, he'd be calling you a junkie.
I got
like.
work in the morning. Scumbag.
was that your guys' favorite pub then? That place.
It was
Definitely,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that your favorite still, or do you have
No.
no favorite?
Well, it's gone now,
No.
so.
I have a load of resentment to the town of Middleton that I need to work on.
Go to therapy for
I
Middleton.
really don't.
I
like,
don't. That's where my comedy
Yeah.
club is.
Yeah, you need to. You're invested in that place, yeah.
I am I shouldn't. I mean, I did everything I did, but to become a mess. But like, I just blame that town so much. I have so much of them. Like,
Yeah, it's probably your
Yeah,
fault.
it's not me.
Yeah.
It's the whole town.
this is so stupid.
It's these
now, but, like,
12,000 people. They're
listen
the
to this now,
problem.
Like, there's like someone like the women who'd have been like the top tier women growing up in around Middleton.
women.
Like they'd be the ones like that. You know, they would have like brushed me.
They'd
over.
be expensive, like.
They'd have brushed me over constantly. They'd have no interest in me. And when I see that I have more followers than them on Instagram now, it makes me happy.
That's good, man. Be a bit petty.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You're bigger than
Fucking
Middleton, Aaron.
bigger
All right.
than
If
the
you haven't heard it yet, you're
top tier.
bigger than that town.
Women in Middleton.
You were too big
There's-
for that town.
There's a girl I know in Middleton who sells pictures of her feet, and she has more followers than I do.
Fuck. Should put her feet
No.
to the portal.
That's it. Yeah.
Now that's inappropriate.
Come on now.
But
I've never minded that though.
What did you guys think about the portal, the Dublin, New York portal, where you could just watch people in New York and they could watch
How do they
people in
know?
Dublin?
How do they not know that was gonna fucking
Yeah.
end terribly? You know, like
Yeah.
something's gonna pop off. You know.
It's really, yeah, I don't know how the fuck they thought that was a good idea. Like, because New York, like, Americans, I found, other than the fact that they love to bomb shepherds, they're actually very respectful people. Like, no,
Except
like,
for that one bugaboo.
other than that, like, I know that's a big,
that
taboo,
one bugaboo.
but
We've all got something, you know.
That's
Like
exclusively what they're targeting.
yeah. Well, look, they get a lot of them.
He's with a bunch of sheep. He's Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
hey, they leave the sheep alone though.
They love
They've been
bombing,
through
yeah.
enough.
Those sheep have been radicalized.
But like, other than that, they're quite respectful. Like, I find if I meet Americans, they tend
Islam.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh,
This is really off the.
I believe in Shiro law.
you know what I want to say, lads? Like, you were giving out about how unorganized our one is.
We're getting back on
This
track.
is more organized, but we're saying worse things.
Yeah, but it's getting back. It's getting back. Hey, you should,
But with intention, though. That's the focus.
you should have heard Nia on their last one. He was saying that after he takes over the Middle East, he wants to tear the whole place down and build a massive kebab shop on top of it.
Yeah.
This is nearly half as bad.
Put him to work.
I think it's all right.
And I think he
it's
said,
all right.
like, put him to work was what he said there as
that
well.
was outrageous stuff. I want to disavow that
Nia's
publicly
a
right now.
disgrace.
I want to disavow that. But I was the only reason I'm asking what your favorite pub is because we are trying to start a business today, right? And I think we should start a pub. I think that might be a good idea. No, you don't.
I know
want to
for the
start
premise of this,
as
though,
a
how do we-
recovering alcoholic.
You want to be the designated driver?
It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with, like, you're fools, lads.
Why?
Do you know where the real money is? Is
Where?
in fucking renting bouncy castles.
Do you think
What?
that's how we should
I
start?
think.
So that's
I
the
know,
business. That's
I
the business that
know.
will take over the whole
I'm
world.
telling
A
you.
bouncing council.
Look, I was only talking about this with another comedian there.
You know what's actually wild? Like, you're the second person to say that to me independently in the last 2 weeks, actually. Like,
other guy
there
was
might
the
actually be
bouncing
something in
castle,
it,
yeah,
bouncing castle.
like, to be honest, look, we're after missing the window for this year because the communions are already taking place.
renting bouncy castles.
The money you could make off them, man. Like,
Yeah, they cost a bomb, don't they?
yeah, like, I mean, honestly, about €300 minimum.
But then you make it back almost immediately with any sort of.
No, I mean,
You'd
they
have
cost a bomb to rent us. I
You'd
mean,
have
so,
to
like,
deal with the Karens and shit, though. If
that's
you're like,
fine. Go, you set up, you blow up the thing, you leave, you come back.
you,
Like,
you could probably write a few of them as well.
probably,
Yeah, on the bouncy castle.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I got plenty of room in the van now that the bouncy castle is unloaded.
at a communion.
Yeah.
Why is there money in that though? Is that literally just desperate families trying to get the kids
Because that's like
entertained?
something that's just so like, fuck it, that's great.
All right,
Like,
no. So the premise is though is like we're trying to make the biggest company in the world. So do you think we can make the biggest company
think
in the world with bouncy castles?
Yeah.
Can we make that an international sort of
Well,
thing?
We need to spice it up a little.
What I was thinking,
No,
right?
this won't be able to be taxed either, so this will be a problem.
Now you're fucking.
It's cash in
talking.
hand. It's
Now
biggest
you're-
cash in hand
Yeah.
business in the
Yeah.
world.
The
The
Okay,
only
now
tax
we're
you're paying
cooking.
is the tax on the van.
Unless you don't even fucking use borrow
Borrow
your.
your four seaters, we can all fit it.
Unless you use a family member's van, you know, they don't even need that.
NCT has run out for years.
Come on, man! I need to go to deliver the bounce castle to
The kids, they need me.
The children, they need me in my white van.
Well,
No,
should we do bouncy castle businesses? That would be going.
Okay,
with.
can I
we
pitch
can
one
do the
more
podcast.
idea?
Yeah, pitch
All right, one more
another.
idea.
I want to
Yeah,
pitch.
this is
I want to pitch an
workshopping.
idea. I say we move to Australia, right? And we
Ooh.
start up. You know the way we have. There's Uber, right? Like Uber cars. How about we set up a service where you can get a kangaroo right through an app, and it'll bring you around town, and it's called Kangaroober.
Kangaroober.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the bouncy castles.
yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
have
they
shoehorned
bump
that
even
joke
more. They bump even way
into
more.
so many situations.
They already have Deliveroo.
Deliveroo. Deliver kangaroo.
Alright, I'll give you my business idea, right?
okay.
My idea is we build a portal in Middleton, right?
Yeah.
And it's looking this.
That would be a portal into hell. Fuck me.
And the other portal is in Cove.
That'll just cause a war.
Yeah.
Cause a fucking turf war.
And you can't make money out of that either. Fuck you, bye.
You got flooded.
That's the one thing I was going to say about the portal. I think the only people in the world who could make Americans from New York City look like the civilized group are people in
stop.
fucking Dublin, man. That's actually
I love the fact that
outrageous.
fellas went up and did the 9/11.
Oh, that was
Right
it. Yeah, like,
away.
that was it. Like it was only a matter of time, you
And
know,
that-
just slowly too.
Do you know
just,
that one that flashed her jams, right?
Yeah.
She claimed she was trying to give revenge for the 9/11 joke. Is that by showing her own Twin Towers or what's the crack?
No.
Yeah.
She keeps cycling. I actually up
Sean-
to date with this. She keeps cycling.
They were also the bomb.
She keeps cycling through excuses. That was the original. Now it's
I'll
feminism.
give her an inside job.
Feminism.
Now it's because
That's feminism I can get on board with.
yeah, it's because in New York City being topless as a woman is legal.
What?
Yeah, it's totally legal.
Fuck off!
Dude, that's,
Oh, that's such a loophole. You can be naked. I'm not in Ireland. I'm not naked over in Ireland.
Holy shit, is this actually true?
yeah, it's legal.
It is, yeah. I've seen
Who
those
the
videos.
fuck
eh?
do you- Lads, I love how sometimes lads jump on the feminism bandwagon to be like, no, you should be allowed to free your body, and they just want to see tits.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, I am so
The ends justify the means. though.
I am
look,
so hashtag free nipple, man, and I didn't
I
even know
am
nipple
too.
was in prison.
Free the whole lot, free arses, everything. Free the langer.
Free the langer.
Ah!
That,
That was when you were
Free
in
the
prison,
langer,
people were
yeah,
saying free the
that's-
langer, wasn't it?
business idea.
Okay.
Business idea. All right, we get a lad with a very small langer, right? And you can hire him
That
out.
won't be me anyway. I
You
have a
can
massive
hire him
langer.
out to come in like when you and your girlfriend are having sex, and he comes in, he just shows off his tiny langer, and you can be like, "Here, look at that." Oh, not that bad.
Yeah.
By comparison, no,
You
you
don't
need
know.
you need the guy at the pub. No, like
pub.
at
Oh,
the
he
pub
just comes to the
when
pub,
you're
gets
pulling.
his tiny lang out.
I'm not that bad.
That's pretty,
Have that guy spit game, and then it's just kind of you come out after it. That guy was weird.
like
anyway, don't worry, I'll protect you.
Instead of bouncy castles, we just have lads with tiny langers in the van.
Yeah.
Drop them off.
So recently, I was showing the lads in work a girl.
We get
who was-
kangaroos with tiny
That sounds more like
tiny
a ring
langers.
than a business, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it.
More like a ring.
Yeah, I don't know where we get sponsors on that sort of thing. I don't know where we
You
get
have
money.
to pitch your business idea. You haven't done
My
it yet.
thing is like putting it all together. So let's say like, we get a bouncy castle, but the bouncy castles have bars in them, and we have like a fetching service, a kangaroos that bring you
Kangaroos
to the
already
bounce
bounce.
castle.
You can't have a pub in a bouncy castle.
You totally can.
There's children there.
Well, fucking we check
not a
IDs.
bouncy
We
castle.
check IDs.
Adult people as well.
And they can have a mineral.
Yeah, that's it. Non-alcoholic. We give them Coca-Cola.
A packet of crisps.
Can
That's
kids
it.
drink Heineken Zero?
Does that bouncy castle have a smoking area?
I suppose they can. Like, what can you? Under 18, can you go and order a Heineken Zero?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
You
Well,
really can. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Maybe.
I'd say
I was in an
technically
off
frowned
license,
upon.
and it was like it's gray because I was working at the off license. Like you shouldn't, but I'll do it. But
Bouncy
Yeah.
castle with fully operational bar is pretty good.
and then the
That's a
kangaroo.
really
I like the
good
kangaroo.
business
Bring the
idea.
kangaroo
I mean, the
to
drinks
service
will
there.
go everywhere.
I
But
know what's the
And
name of it though.
fuck the-
This place is hopping.
And then to really bring it in is, the way there'll always be like a design of like Shrek or something like badly painted. We'll just paint a lot of dicks on it.
Small dick,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that bad.
so is it a gay club now?
No, I'm thinking, what's the name in Wallace?
That's
the
a
name in
separate-
Middleton,
that's its
what
own
was the name of the
Wallace's?
bar?
Wallace's?
Oh, the bar you guys
Banners.
Banners.
Banners. It looks like Banners, but it's bouncy.
That'd be sweet, yeah.
Yeah, and you
I
go
often
in.
bounce in there myself.
Yeah, Wallace
We have
is
a
just call it
smoking
Willie's.
area, we have the tables. We have a guy playing tunes.
I remember actually one time in Banners, this is completely off topic now again, we're moving away from business. This is back to me, Tom.
Well, no, it's because we're doing research. Because I
Yeah.
think we're gonna do Bouncy Castle Pub. I think that's the.
That
business.
actually sounds like it
Yeah.
hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
The kangaroos
Probably for
are
good
out.
reason. But
Yeah,
we'll make it
yeah.
work.
The kangaroos are out. The tiny dicks are out. That was
But
silly.
like, you
We'll
actually
do
could
Bouncy
rent them
Castle
out to
Pub.
weddings.
Yeah.
Like
I-
the-
I think we're
100%,
going with
honestly.
that.
Yeah.
So give it. We need the research.
Yeah.
Like.
So there was a time we were pre-drinking before heading to Banners, which is what you did. And
This was the style.
one
at
of
the
the
time.
lads came in, he discovered a new way to take MDMA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
No. This was
that's the under-counter
so
stuff.
you take a shot of like, I think it was probably like shoulders of vodka or something, and you put it into the vodka. You may have already heard this now, but so you put it into the drink with it, and then you do the shot.
Oh,
And it fucks
interesting.
you up.
Was it? Is it good?
Well, I
Would you
literally,
recommend
do
it?
you remember in The Wolf of Wall Street? You know,
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
takes too much, and he's like, "Grrr." That's what I was like. I was like literally gurning, and I still got let into the pub. The local pub. What it was like, the owner of the place, like the manager, he was a song fella now in Paris, but like he had to watch my buddy like hold my hand crossing the road to get in. And he said, and my buddy said, I'll keep an eye on him. And he's like, go on in, so
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck?
Yeah.
What was it called? There's got to be a name for it.
doing that.
Yeah.
Gurning. Yeah,
Oh
it's
no, the
gurning,
actual
no.
the thing of putting it in, I don't know. We didn't
Vodka
get
and MDMA. Oh, there's got to be a catchy
that.
name
It
for
doesn't.
that.
I think it doesn't even have to be.
The Bouncy Castle.
The bouncy
Bouncy
castle. Yeah,
castle,
literally.
yes.
That's their special. That's like the under-counter sort of thing.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I think we actually need to change the idea. Okay, fuck the van and fuck renting it out. Fixed locations.
Yeah.
If we just build a pub and inside of the pub it's just all a bouncy castle. And you got fellas laying us off their fucking head, bouncing around the place.
Do you have to insurance-wise though? They're going to bounce into the counter and hit their fucking head.
It's
or
all.
something.
That's their problem. No, we
it's
signed a
all
waiver.
bouncy.
We
It's
signed a
all-
waiver.
It's all soft. It's all
The
soft.
bar itself is all soft.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
Everything's
it's
soft.
all
Yeah, you're
soft.
going up to the bar and
It'll be
everything.
plastic-
They don't have shakers for
plastic cups.
cocktails. They just
Plastic
kind of like
cups,
let it.
yeah.
They just put it on the
everything will be
counter.
plastic cups, like the non-reusable. ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna need a lot of drains as well because people will puke, but that's
Yeah.
part of
That's
it.
all right. The puke can just fly around for the day, and then at the end of the day we clean it.
Yeah, this sounds.
How was
class.
how was the bar last night? It's
It
fucking
sounds
sick.
class, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It actually sounds kind of class.
It's like there's like the people came up with the ice bars, and it's kind of like a thing like you'd only be in there for like an hour anyway. You know what I mean? Or like-
You ever been?
That's it, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
take it on the road, put it in the van.
Yeah,
Put the
yeah,
put
yeah.
the bar in the
Yeah.
van.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking fixed locations, man. I'm thinking fixed location.
We can take it on the road though.
Maybe-
why
maybe we
why
do
not
that
both?
too.
Why not
But
both?
I'm thinking of franchises.
Okay, so how about this? We start off with one location. And you know what? What place needs a bit of joy? Middleton. Guess what? We already have a sponsor, Jameson.
I love how after
Yeah.
2 podcasts in a row, James's voice is just fucking dying.
We need it, is it? I didn't even-
Castle.
What you guys need, man? Bouncy castle. Listen to me. Listen to your kid. You're going places. You gotta listen to me.
Yeah, you're gonna be hiding. You gotta get in there. You gotta get in there like Mickey.
Sounds like a New York Jewish grandfather.
I was thinking Mickey from Rocky or something like that, but all right, that's what I was going for. But all right, so we start off in Middleton because that place needs some joy.
Yeah, we're starting Middleton.
Middleton's usually a good place to start, all right. How many, actually, let's just have a laugh here. How many successful people have come from Middleton? Like, actually, really.
Aaron Mack.
Jameson.
I mean,
Mayfield.
actually successful
Dahi
people.
Savage.
I'm Mayfield. I'm in.
Who's the most famous
I'm
person?
Mayfield.
I'm in leagues with Roy Keane.
Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson, James Jameson.
No, he's Dublin. That day just set up there. Yeah,
Oh, I
they
see.
just,
Yeah.
For some reason, they
I
next
couldn't
door
do it
river,
without
so
you
they were
though.
like,
Couldn't
fuck
do
it.
it without you guys.
yeah.
Oh my God.
No, genuinely, who is the most famous person to come from Middleton?
Man, Angolo comes from Middleton after his giggy.
Yeah, he did come from Middleton.
Yeah, he just left.
Steve Mack.
No, that's different. He left Middleton. That's not the same. That's not the same.
Yeah, but that doesn't count though. He's not from there. Like he wasn't.
Yeah, Stephen Mullen was living in Beechwood for a few years.
Oh,
As a
really?
young fella, yeah.
I didn't get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
he did, yeah.
Wasn't he in Castlemortar? Like he was somewhere pretty close. Or Carricktool.
No, it
Imagine
was Middleton.
you are
He
lucky.
was living in
Oh, yeah,
Middleton.
there you
You
go.
are lucky, dude. You could have not competed with Stephen Mullen at the
know,
at
yeah.
the
Thank
what's
you.
it
Yeah.
called, the
Yeah.
Banners.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Banners,
could have
yeah.
not been competed.
He would have been pulling more women as well.
Oh, that goes without saying. I mean,
Wasn't he right Noona Healy? Is that true?
Huh?
yeah,
Are we allowed to talk about that?
yeah, he was, yeah.
Go for it.
class,
Yeah.
right,
He was
was.
shy.
Nice.
Right, legend, man.
Well, he's a legend, dude. Steve Mullen is an absolute legend. Shout out Steve
Yeah.
Mullen.
Out of nowhere, he's the voice of Love Island, Australia.
How about our
Ooh,
bouncy
yes.
car pop is called Mullins?
Yeah, good idea, good idea.
Mullins.
Yeah.
Okay, in
He can
honor.
be our mascot, like.
Oh no, in honor of Middleton's best citizen,
Yeah.
Steve Mullen.
Why don't we call it
best of us.
bouncy tits?
I don't
trying to
know,
get
did
comfy.
anyone
Where the
know
fuck are you going?
I'm
bud?
trying to get comfy.
You're gonna
me
leave
fucking,
the camera, Eric.
my ADHD is acting up.
So that's what you're gonna do, like fucking
My self-diagnosed
halftime coach pose. Like we gotta get into it.
Fuck's
Did
sake.
anyone notable come from Middleton?
I'm trying to think.
Crystal Swing came from Liz Gould.
Who's Crystal Swing?
Do you know
Okay,
she
never mind.
drinks tequila? She
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
know.
know
that.
that. You
Do you know where she
They
drinks
were on Ellen
tequila?
DeGeneres stuff.
They actually weren't. Yeah, they were on Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
And they brought her a bottle. So basically, they were a couple. No, they weren't a couple.
They weren't a
sorry.
couple, but they were definitely
brother
riding.
and sister.
Oh.
So they're from Liz. Again, like we're saying here, like, oh, think of someone from Middleton. But Middleton is the epicenter of that part of East
Yeah.
Cork. So,
Yeah.
like, if someone famous from Castlemart came, you could rope them in with.
Yeah, 100%.
But these were a gang from Liz Gould. They were about 17, 18 at the time. Yeah.
It's not a place.
Do you know what?
It's so depressing.
You know
Just
what?
Liz Gould.
Oh, it's horrendous, man.
Bernard Casey's crowd. When I was there watching the last gig, last time I was watching, I was
Yeah.
like, "This is literally like Liz Gould."
Liz
people,
Gould.
That's that. They're those type of lads. Mental,
Mental.
like gang, like they're all farmers or they drive long haul trucks, and they're just wound up, like getting ready, like letting cows out for the first time onto the grass on a Friday night, and they go and cause fucking havoc on the night out. Then that's
Farmers.
That's East Cork drinking.
It
Yeah,
all gets
farmers,
down
yeah.
in Liz Gould, man.
There is
Yeah.
nothing more mental than like farmers on a night out. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Literally work hard,
And
play
now
hard
could-
is
Yeah.
their motto.
Could
Yeah.
you imagine them in a bouncy castle pub, man? It'd
Oh
be
god, yeah.
fucking hot
They'd
shit.
They love
it.
us.
It'd
They
be
need that. up.
deadly.
Oh, wait,
one
but-
fucking young one bouncing about, and they all like looking after her.
One
Yeah.
thing I just realized
Oh.
though, how are we gonna stop people with knives? How are you gonna stop like one asshole just like poking a hole in the bounce castle?
Oh, that could be an
We
issue.
got bounces.
Ah, there it is. Zing. That problem. Oh, it's coming together. It's coming together.
This is happening.
Some guy with the yellow tag just.
Yeah.
This is fucking happening.
I didn't see your ID.
A fella dressed up as Shrek.
Imagine that guy throwing
This
you
is
out.
my swamp.
Donkey! What are you doing in my swamp?
Why is he German?
I don't know.
James
What
is
are you
fucking-
doing in
James
my
is
swamp?
atrocious at accents. It always tries them.
I know that's
You-
what we have
you-
here.
Can you do a Cork accent, James?
I try
You
not
don't
to.
want to. Go ahead, show him.
Well, give us a
I
go.
can't. No, I will slip out later on.
It's an abomination. Show him.
I can't now. I'm under pressure now.
Well, you're not like we're not gonna judge you. Like,
Do a
I
Cork
wrote the-
accent.
Oh,
Do a Cork accent. Bye.
I'm not doing it now. It'll slip out. in
Do
a
a
little
Cork accent. Bye.
Is that your Cork accent?
do it, do it.
I was about to say
I
bye.
just said bye.
Okay.
we're all buying.
What's the
Cork.
fucking story, bye?
That's
not bad.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
That's pure Cork. though.
He's
That's it, that's
scouse.
pure
No,
Cork.
That's
That's
scouse. What are you
I'm
talking
pure
about?
Cork.
That's
yeah.
what's on Cork.
Pure Cork. What's on
Fucking
Cork?
Scouse accent is like this. So fuck off. Fucking.
Do you know what I fucking mean, bye? You know what I fucking mean? They always bother. You know what I fucking mean?
No, that's.
They just want to be
That's
understood.
Scouse. That is.
All right, fair enough. It mixes up eventually.
I
Like,
swear to God, I love the Scouse accent. I think it's very sexy. Like women like that are from Liverpool.
So,
something like that.
It's lovely, yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
keep this a little bit on track.
I found a fucking Masbad in me I found a fucking Masbad in me fucking fanny. Do you know, I love it. It's so good.
that's good though. Yeah, they're so into phlegm there.
Fatty.
What the? Well, she did, not me.
I watched this. Do you guys ever go into efuck.com?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they have like porn outtakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
No.
I've seen a website like
Why
that
do
before.
they have outtakes for porn?
There's this video on efuck.com where is a guy, he's fingering this woman with a smartphone. And then he drops the smartphone into her vagina.
Someone ring her.
Yeah, and she's like a Scottish.
Thank God it's set to vibrate.
No. She's like a Scottish lady. And she starts screaming like.
Oh my God! What the fuck, Dan? Oh fuck! What's
It's
this?
a real video. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh my God!
In
She
a very
drops it in.
Scottish accent.
Someone ring.
Sorry, go on.
In a very Scottish accent, she starts screaming, "Where's my fucking phone? Did you lose my phone in my fanny? Did you lose my phone in my fanny?
My
Go
fucking
find
phone."
it."
That better not be.
Go
outside.
find it.
And he actually does call it.
Oh fuck!
Can you do a Scottish accent, Dave?
I'll do very good Scottish accent.
Can you say, "Did you drop my phone in my fanny?"
Did you drop my phone in your fat in my
Way,
fanny?
way more angry.
What is?
Hey, did you drop my fucking phone in your in my fanny? I couldn't get the.
No, so who's
You got
dropping
it
the phone?
close
No,
enough.
you got
She wasn't sound of
You
mind
got
at
the
time.
phone
Is it a
dropped in
case
your
of,
fanny.
like-
You got the phone dropped in
And
your
is there a
fanny.
case
Go.
depending?
Oh, my fucking phone has been dropped into my fanny.
But-
Get me an iron brew.
And is it a case of,
Somebody
like,
ring me.
depending on how much she's actually enjoying her evening, do you have to put it in rice then afterwards?
Yeah, that's.
Yes. Excellent.
Oh my God! I don't know if the warranty will cover this. Fuck. Oh my God!
I love doing the little find my iPhone.
Find that.
Yeah.
Where is it, Chantel?
Where you are at all times.
Where is it? Denise has it.
And the video ends without him getting it back out. So
Do you know when you're
look it up.
like,
efuck.com. It's
I-
called phone
I-
in my fanny.
you're from outside of Ireland too, so I don't know if it's a culture where you're from.
I'm from
But
Middleton.
Yeah, no, I mean, the boys, the boys. But you know, group chats you'd be a part of, especially when you're in the scene with the boys in the pub now, right?
Yeah.
Some of the group chats, right? Or even if you're in a workplace with predominantly men, right? The group chats are in. Some of the videos that get sent in there
Yeah.
are just fucking like
Horrible.
it's
Yeah.
actually the depths of fucking hell. Like
Someone sent a video of a chicken getting slapped by a penis, and so it was a cock getting slapped by a cock.
that's actually clever.
Now that's
Yeah.
a cockfight.
That's a cockfight.
Now that's a cockfight.
I saw a woman shove a very worrying amount of boiled eggs up her hoop. Very worrying
A
amount.
very worrying amount. Well, I feel like any more than one is kind of is a worrying. I feel like one.
me fucking funny.
I feel like one is concerning. Like any more, like that's
This
concerning from
was
the get-go.
like in double. This was like 20.
I thought you were doing
Like,
me there
I'm
for a
sorry,
second.
but if you
Yeah.
get more than 3 up there, you belong to the streets.
I feel like if you get more one up there, you belong to the streets. The streets have you now.
You put a whole new meaning, Mr. the term.
Now, were they
Kenneth.
hard boiled or like poached or scrambled or what were they? What kind of eggs we talking?
No, they were
here?
boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs. Okay, very good.
Boiled eggs. I can no longer eat boiled eggs after watching this.
Really, if anything, it encourages me to eat more boiled
Up
eggs.
her bum, they went.
I would love to eat
Upper
them
bum.
out of
Oh,
it,
the
but-
Up her
as well.
bum. Up her bum.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
Well, I said hoop. I thought you get that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
But
thought you
that's
were
pretty-
fanny.
I like the way I said bum, the polite word.
Yeah.
We're describing something
an
awful.
ass.
no, the bum.
Do you want to hear something funny? Actually, I remember there was a
No.
corner shop, right? And I used to live- I used to- I
Doesn't
used to
matter.
live
It's
near-
coming. It's coming.
I used to live near, and there was a lady in there, and she used to say really horrible. She used to tell me horrible stories of things that happened to her, but she used to never curse. So like she'd say something, she'd be like, "Oh, Jesus, the other day I was in here, and a fella came in with a gun, and he was trying to rob the shop, and he held me down, and he was screaming at me, you B word, and this, and then he put the gun to my head and said, open the effing safe, or I'll blow your effing head off." And I was like, she's describing one of the most horrible things ever.
Now, why are
And
you
there's
censoring
not
it?
cursing?
But no one thinks you're being inappropriate.
Yeah. Open
You
the
wouldn't be
effing
crossing
heads.
any lines there. Fuck.
Fierce language out of him.
Where is she from, though?
She's from Middleton, like, but
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I want to get back to this bouncy castle.
Sorry,
thing,
yeah,
right?
go
I
ahead.
want to get back to this because I think we just found a new part of the business. I think we should show.
Oh, there's
all
my
of
phone.
those-
Just
we should
dropped
show
out.
all of those disgusting like group chat videos on the screen on the telly in the bar. That's what we show
No,
all
do you know
day.
the way like there'll be pubs and they'll have like a dartboard or they'll have like the hoops, the ring.
Yeah.
So there should be a thing like where it's like how
Someone's
many
fanny.
eggs can you get up into yourself?
Oh, like a pie eating contest almost.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
timed
yeah,
as well. You're timed. Yeah.
We do a pub quiz. You know the ones you do on your phone, but it's you have to stick the phone up your fanny.
Yeah,
You answer questions.
yeah. That's how to make sure you don't cheat.
Yeah.
Any
There's
ladies
no
here?
focus
Up your
there's
up
only
your
one
gadget
place.
goes. Thank you. Do you know I don't like any? I don't like any of the words.
We
for
need
a
that at
woman's-
comedy
for a
clubs.
woman's,
And no cheating because we'll
genitals.
smell it.
Fanny is nice.
Yeah, but if you were,
I also like pussy.
I hate pussy. I think that sounds awful.
You hate pussy, do you?
I hate it, yeah, it's disgusting. No, I hate the word, but I don't know what to say. Like, if I'm with one, I don't know what to say, like, when I'm on about it. Oh, hello, there's Jack Kirby. Hello.
Oh, sorry, Jack's here.
Jesus, hello.
Hello.
Sorry, guys, Jack's here.
Oh. Oh, I think, hello. Do we interact, or? No, we just...
So when I was around 8, I was driving home from a petting farm out in the countryside, and we passed by a petrol station. There was a scarecrow there, and it unnerved me. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it was old, or just seemed so determined to do its job, no matter the cost. We drove past, and about 5 minutes later, a feeling overcame me, and I looked out the rear window, and the scarecrow was there, standing in the middle of the road, and I could feel its eyes looking right at me. People say it was just a dream, but I know when I'm dreaming. I always wake up at the end. Do you? Do you always wake up? You should try. Wake up, Ross. Wake up.
Thank you, Jack.
So
Thank
how
you,
many
Jack.
eggs do you think you could fit up your asshole?
Yeah, so the bouncy castle, right?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we're thinking is if you
So we
fit-
start in Middleton,
if
but then
you
we get
fit-
sponsorship with Jameson, and we got to take from there. What
yeah.
makes it pop off?
Steve Mullen is our public face mascot, right? So
Yeah.
it's Mullen. Steve Mullen's our mascot. We have a pop that's a bouncy castle. And if you fit 20 eggs up your hole, you get a free shot of vodka with MDMA in it.
This is smart, actually. I like this idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually fairly
Do you know
good.
the way, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get all
absolutely. It'll
these,
catch
like,
on as well, so we'll go to Cork immediately from that. You know, what will be a new
We can set up
add-on
where
in perks,
Chambers was, 'cause-
and y'all would be a new
Yeah,
add-on in
yeah,
perks.
No, never mind.
I think we both know. I mean, in Chambers there was always stuff going up people's asses. So
I
I mean,
invented
it's
it.
true, and it's
I
fine.
You might have just opened a bouncy castle pub gay bar.
I'd love that.
That's it. Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that. I'd be all for that.
Oh my
That
God,
is
there it
it.
is. No, we have different types.
Business.
We have
I
different.
actually always
God.
loved the idea of owning a gay bar, but I don't know if like being a straight lad it makes sense. But I would love to own a gay bar. I think it'd be
I
scarce
ran a
crack.
fucking great gay bar, man.
I think it would be so much crack.
I would just not let straight people in.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant it would actually be some laugh. Like
We bring the guy with the tiny dick in. Suck it.
Yeah.
stop that. See what you got.
Prove it. You want to come in?
Right,
Prove
so,
it.
so we still haven't. Is it called Mullins? Is that our name, or are we changing it? Because people might think of Miriam.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Well, should it be something bouncy
She's-
related?
she's
Bouncing
Scott.
Mullins. It's got to be.
She's technically very famous.
she's
Yeah,
a star. She's a
Oh,
star, yeah.
there you
she's
go.
quite famous now, isn't she?
Miriam and Stephen.
Oh, do
our
I have
mascots.
stories?
She's been on
Oh,
Dancing
do
with
I have stories about that?
Do you think she'd be good on a bouncy castle?
Oh yes.
She's engaged now. She's engaged,
The
you
way
pig.
you said that. Oh yeah.
Stop, stop.
She's engaged.
So she's,
Yeah, that's dirty talk, Gary.
She's
You
a
shouldn't
lovely
be
woman.
saying
She's
that.
a
Yeah, exactly. None of
My,
that. Let's get back to the
disgusting.
eggs up the butthole here.
No,
Come
I
on,
was
we gotta
working
keep
with
it
her my
classy.
first job. She was wonderful at her job.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I heard that she was styling people's hair in school. I think that's a hustle I respect.
I wasn't. I was the all boys school next to their school. So
So you didn't get your
yeah,
hair styled by her.
no.
We used to call them the Virgin Marys. They were called St.
Which
Mary's.
was ironic.
Yeah,
It was a
as
joke, you
I
see.
get that.
Ironic.
Because they were having lots of sex.
They used to be Virgin Marys.
The school actually that I grew up across the road
Let's-
from is like the best looking women around East Cork. I'd
It
say
is,
go
yeah,
there,
yeah.
don't they? St. Aloysius.
St.
it's
Aloysius.
called.
Let's
They,
let-
at the time, the age we were,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I sit at the window now waiting for them to come out.
They're the best. They're the best looking women. Every year, leaving cert after leaving cert, they're the best looking women in there.
And you never had a shot.
No,
You're more of a shot with them now, I'd say.
You have no followers now.
Yeah.
I'd more not.
Lads, just lead with your Instagram. You see that?
Yeah, see that? Huh?
See that? It's
Mine is there.
1,200 on that.
You're currently going to St. Al's. I brought a St. Al's girls to my grads.
Guess what?
10
My name
years
is.
ago.
Guess what? My name is Al.
So I wanna plan this out, right? If we have the bar in Middleton, it is a huge success. It's the biggest bouncy castle
Which
game
it will be.
in the world.
Has to be.
Where are we franchising out to next? Dublin, Cork, straight to
I say Cork
I think
first.
go
Build up a
west.
solid
go
Delta.
west.
Yeah.
Oh, Galway.
We're
You're
going to
thinking?
Mayo.
No. Like,
West Cork.
Oh, New York.
Sticking up in Bantry, man.
So, or like
Bantry.
out towards like
Carasavine.
Glen, something like that, or Glengarriff. Yeah.
They wouldn't even have a gay bar. Let alone
We'll be the first
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Castle
sorry,
gay
yeah,
bar.
They probably haven't even discovered gayness
Oh
yet.
yeah, sorry. We have to. We are losing the rural Ireland there. So yeah, straight to Dublin.
We're making a straight bar for Carl Savine.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
change it.
That's the name we
Welcome
have.
to a straight bar, straights only.
If you're gay, go to Cork.
Go to Cork if you want to be gay.
No, we can't do
For
that.
fuck's sake.
We can't do a straight bar in Cork. Riedens is already open. That wouldn't make
Oh,
any sense.
yes, that's true. We could try and beat their record for sexual assaults.
I don't know. That's what I like about the bouncy castle. Is I don't think you could be a creep in a bouncy castle bar.
You couldn't really, no.
Everybody's bouncing about.
Well, it depends. If it was like a child's bouncing castle, you
Would
could
you-
definitely be a
lads,
creep.
lads,
Just
how-
being there makes you a creep.
Yeah, you're.
Just being there makes you a creep.
How good would a brawl breaking out in that place be? Like a fight
Oh,
breaking
that
out.
would be
That would
lethal.
be unreal.
We used to play wrestling when we were younger on like trampolines and stuff.
Gay.
And it used to be so much. What?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty gay. It was when I had my first gay experience, actually. But we.
The pile driver, not the one you're thinking of.
And yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. We used to do it like all
But
the
like, if you were
moves.
to start a bar fight in like a bouncy castle bar, where would you break the glass off of? You
With
just like you
plastic
try
cups.
to, yeah, you
Plastic
try to
cup
like smash it, just
You could do like a cool trick shot. Like off the
Yeah.
wall onto fella's head.
oh, like Bullseye from Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like a purple rubber brick.
Like a rubber bag. Don't reference your material.
All dance floors are a mosh pit.
What size? But yeah, we also like we just forgotten something. Like, what size is the fucking motor we're going to have to get to be pumping all the air into this thing?
Don't worry about it,
Don't
nerd.
worry about fucking shit.
We
Also,
got the money
how
for
big-
it. We
like,
got
it has to
Stephen
be a big
Mullen.
bouncy
Stephen
castle.
We'll
Mullen
power
money.
it off the van we brought it in.
We got Jameson money. All right, we
Well,
got that
this is a
sorted.
fixed location now, so we can just set up a huge motor and it'd be all right. And then we turn it on in the morning, wake up all the neighbors. 9 in the morning.
Last call. lads.
Yeah, that's all.
Fuck.
They start playing closing time.
Last
Closing
Finish
time.
up
Everyone's
quick,
just,
lads.
I'm suffocating.
One more bounce.
I
One
flashed the
more
lights.
bounce.
lads, have you no homes to go to? I remember the best one ever was like,
you no
especially.
homes to go to?
Do you know, like,
Good one.
do you know, like, especially now in the old pubs now in Middleton or whatever, right? And you'll be sitting in the pub like trying to shadow one up or something, and you know it's time to go, and you're like, I have to try and get this sealed here now before she leaves, or whatever. And next thing the boys will come along like, lads, start finishing up or whatever. And next thing you'd like set up like this with your pipe, and then as soon as he's gone, you just sit down again and just start talking. It was the fucking best part of it.
Oh yeah, that used to be great, man.
Is your mic still off?
No, I only just turned it off.
That made me you didn't see it. As soon as you started telling a story, switched off his mic, put it down, and started lighting a cigarette.
Fair play, yeah. That's
That's better than what I was doing. I was just like,
it's like, remember when do you remember Oasis when Liam used to go off stage and Noel used to sing?
Yeah. That's exactly what it's like.
Take the time to make some sense. You know?
Who I'd rather be at that duo?
I think Noel's a bit of a twit, man.
They're
He's
both
after-
a bit of. They're both kind of.
but Liam at least is more just about the rock and roll. He just wants to live the rock and roll lifestyle. Whereas Noel's gone very like. Have you seen him lately in interviews like 1975 or a load of shit? Lewis Capaldi's a load of shit. You know all these interviews. It's like, man, you're not that fucking. You weren't like punk rock either.
Oasis
like.
was never that great.
Oasis were good.
fuck
but
around. No, let's not fuck
Dan,
around.
let's not say things we
fuck
can't take
around.
back.
Hey, I'm
those would be fighting words. Let's take this to the bounce
yeah,
castle.
yeah.
I am Blur supremacy, man.
Blur are pretty
I'm
good.
Blur supremacy.
Blur also
Verve,
support a
man.
free
There was
Palestine.
no need for Oasis once Blur came out. No
Secret
need.
option C, man. Verve.
Verve.
Richard Ashcraft and the boys. Actually, no.
I'm a
do you
bit
know what?
bittersweet about
Secret
Verve.
option D.
That was a good joke. James didn't get it. That
No,
was
I
a
don't
good
get. I don't know what
joke.
you guys talk about. I'm just glad everyone's having
Bittersweet
fun.
Symphony.
Do you ever
I don't
try
know
and
any of
listen
those.
to him on MDMA, but the drugs don't work? Then you're just like fucking sitting there. I'm done.
I can't tell if I'm my name, mate.
I'm done.
This
tell
is
if I'm-
another. What's our drug policy like? What's our policy of people off their head?
Mandatory.
As long as it's in the jacks, it's fine.
NDMA.
Huh?
One of the prizes for doing this competition.
Oh,
Yeah,
the legal ramifications. How do we come away from that? Because MDMA is still illegal in Ireland.
No one's gonna raid a bouncy castle.
Do you know what?
Well,
actually?
whatever we set up
We're
shop,
family business.
Well, no, wherever.
So is the mafia.
Yeah, I was gonna go more like any castle we set up, we just declare it as its own nation with its own laws or something like that. I don't know how you pull that off, but
Micronation.
yeah,
How
exactly.
do you pull that off? Because some people just do that. There's
That's actually, you can do that just now. You could go, this garden is my own micronation. The deal breaker is that to be an actual nation, the UN has to accept you as a nation, right?
How do you get
so
that?
you
to
can
do
just
that?
say you have a micronation. You don't. That's how
No,
that
but-
doesn't happen.
Why is everyone not just doing that? Because
Once
there
they
is
hear that
people
we
in,
have
like,
Steve
there's
Mullen
guys
on
in
board.
America who like own
Yeah.
like a house and
Yeah.
is like, this is my country.
Yeah,
You know?
it's not really a country, but you can just declare micronation, and then there'll be like other nerds who do micronations who'll take you in their like circle. But the UN doesn't accept you as a country. They don't even accept Palestine as a country.
This is a
It's
sovereign
never gonna
bounce
happen.
castle.
Yeah, that's true.
Sovereign
Yeah.
citizen of this sovereign bounce castle.
Yeah, we'd be sovereign citizens.
Sovereign citizen of this bounce castle.
What if Israel invade our bouncing castle though? What'll happen then?
Well, the bombs will just bounce
We
right
can't-
off. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Do you think of like the IIS or like whatever the Irish taxman comes in and they ask us how business is, we can go, it's up and down.
that's it.
It's good. Is that good?
Yeah,
That- I love it.
Is that good?
I love it.
Ah.
We probably get a load of
Inflation's is fucking working wonders for
probably
us. Inflation's working wonder for us.
Fucking wonders
For
for us.
And then when we want people to leave, we're like, sorry to let you down, lads, but
The economy. The economy is just playing right now.
Bubbles
Um,
burst.
I love
Yeah, the bubbles burst.
I love the idea of just turning off the motor when it's closing time. I think that's
Americans
incredible.
love castles as well. Like when they come to Ireland, like, oh my god, I can't believe there's a castle here. That's so fucking insane.
Blarney, we do one in Blarney and we call it Blarney Castle. And then they get confused.
You could kiss my Blarney Stone.
Yeah. That's what you need to do, yeah. That's the way to do it. But no, you need to say Blarney Castles. Because that's what the...
There's a couple, yeah.
That's the name of the company. Blarney Castles.
Blarney
It
Castle.
has to be plural because that's
That's it. That one little
Trademark,
S
like-
tells us,
yeah.
S stands for sovereignty.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And then we just get the SEO up so people find us on Google. And then the
Yeah,
Americans
yeah,
will
yeah.
come to our place instead of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
yeah.
castle.
Run
They'd
an
be
open
like-
mic in there.
Run an open mic. I'd love an open mic in a bouncy castle, man.
That'd be
That'd be
so fun. Oh my god.
Oh
Crowd
my
work would be
That's
insane.
that's an Edinburgh show right there.
Yeah, it is.
What do you guys do for a living?
Look at this fella bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, we're actually just going to the Fringe.
we could run a fringe show. We could set up a venue in the fringe.
As a bonus. That actually sounds like some laugh.
That sounds like some lads.
Let's make some
Lads,
calls.
we might actually have a serious idea out of this in the end.
Yeah,
That's what
let's
pops
scrap
off.
the business. Let's just do a fringe show where it's
We could
bouncy castle.
easily, like real talk for a minute. We could easily rent a bouncy castle in Edinburgh.
Yeah,
we all throw in
100%.
like €50. We rent out a bouncy castle. We just run a fringe show in there.
We could sleep in that, surely. Could we sleep
don't
in
need
that?
to. Yeah, we don't need to pay rent for a venue.
Yeah.
'Cause
We just
stick
sleep in
up
the bounce castle.
That's fucking
Yeah.
sick,
Yeah.
actually.
Stick it
We
up in
should
a
do
park,
that.
like.
Not listening to those fuckers who run the free Fringe then as well. Just
Yeah,
like,
we don't need any of them because we can just stick it up in a
Yeah.
park.
Yeah,
Easy
what?
peasy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was Edinburgh.
Do you need like learning? Do you need like permits and all that shit?
I don't think during the fringe you need to.
We
right?
saw lads swallowing fucking swords
That's
while
true.
balancing on a tire with a tennis racket over him. I don't think you need a permit.
I think if you're just in a park during the fringe, you can just
Yeah.
set up like shows and it's fine.
Oh, class. So let's just do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So next fringe, guys, look out for the Bouncy Castle Comedy Hour. What do you call it? We need a name for it.
That's fucking fine, honestly.
Bouncing Castle
Hoppin' comedy
Bouncy
show.
Castle
If you
Comedy
put that
Hour.
in like
that doesn't need to be made any more
yeah,
complicated.
if you put that in a pamphlet, like people would be like,
Dude, we'd
holy
be
shit.
flyering.
Yeah,
dude.
literally,
Yeah.
bouncy castle comedy show. Like that's
Wearing
just
those
describe it.
moon shoes.
Hopping up
Oh,
and
with
down.
moon shoes as well.
Going around.
Oh, that's a premium package.
that's sick.
That's a premium.
Yeah.
You
Do
go
you like what
that.
you're seeing?
That's
Do
on
you
the
like what
flyer,
you're
yeah.
seeing?
Oh, you're like a pinball. You just go
Yeah.
up and down. Boom, 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 boom.
I'd love to go up on stage, start hopping on, hey, ice up here.
That's actually sick, man.
Imagine doing like a really depressing, like dry wit set.
Mental health is gone.
We'll have a showing of baby reindeer in that bouncy castle. Like do your whole solo show here.
That'd be a fuck place to get a stalker in.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That'd be hard to miss it.
What did you think of Baby Reindeer? Actually, did you like it?
Yeah, I thought the main character was an awful.
I thought Susan Boyle was the best.
Awful
in it,
wagon.
to be honest. Just going around.
Boyle.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed Susan Boyle was that creepy, but Jesus. Fucking well able, man.
What I liked about it is that he made his own comedy look like it was garbage in it, and I respect that.
Yeah.
No comedian wants to ever do that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I respected that.
I was thinking watching him being like, he surely wasn't this bad, was he? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I was watching the whole
Yeah.
Edinburgh episode, cringing so hard at every time. Like I literally nearly had to turn it off, and then all the sexual assault stuff started happening. I was like, thank fuck.
Yeah, I needed a bit of a palate cleanser.
Oh, thank God, I can relax now. Oh,
thank God this is a safe space for me.
I might even have a cheeky tummy to tank. You know, you know what I mean?
I think it's horrible to watch as a comedian, that show.
Yeah.
I think for a normal person, it's probably a lot easier to watch, but I really struggled during some episodes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they had the, you know, like viewer discretion.
There's a green
advised, that
spider
was
in you
for
there, James.
comedians.
I noticed.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
Stay focused. Aaron is telling a fucking story, all right?
I had something to say though.
No,
The thing that got me though was like
your podcast.
the breakdown. See, it just takes over. It's
I told you, it's a German
over.
thing. It's a German thing.
Yeah, that's
and you're
it.
Canadian. You're way too nice. You're like, yeah, man, have my fucking
Yeah,
show.
that's it. Have my savings account is like that.
You can have my leg as well.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all right. You edit this one, so.
No.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I am going to revolute you for these beers. No. But the part I skipped through was a breakdown on stage because that was hard to watch.
You know what?
I couldn't watch it.
That was grim.
This is where my comedy brain really fucks me because I watched that whole scene, you know, where he's at this competition and he's supposed to do a 5-minute set and he's on stage for like 20 minutes and the fella like keeps flashing him. I wasn't listening to his mental breakdown. I wasn't feeling emotional for his brain. I was like, the fella has flashed you 4
You're
times.
running the light.
But you get the fuck off stage.
I was
lad.
thinking like
Imagine
I
the
would
pressure
be
to pull
livid
the
if I
horses
was
on
on
there
there running this
there's
club.
like 4 other lads waiting to go on and you're
Yeah.
running over the fucking time.
Could you imagine following that guy? Like, so anyway, airline food.
The host is just thinking, in 15 minutes, this room needs to be given to the next fella who has it booked. Come on.
Listen, can you wrap up your mental breakdown?
That's what made me emotional during that scene. Is I was
It was
getting
like an
so
Annie Crack
fucking
gig.
annoyed at him because we've seen fellas overshare.
No, that's
for like
me
20
after an
minutes.
Annie Crack gig.
Yeah.
We've
After
seen,
any crack.
we've seen fellas overshare for like 20 minutes on a 5-minute spot. Like we've seen that in real
Yeah.
life, and it's nowhere near as glamorous as that shit. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
terrible.
No. I remember. I won't use any names, but there was a comedian one night that I saw do
was it?
do a set.
No,
I
don't say-
can't, I'm not going to
don't
use
say.
names. I can't.
They don't know how
But-
to censor like we do.
I'm not going to use even a gender, so you won't know. So this bitch anyway was doing this. She was doing this part, and like started off class, you know, was given like 5 minutes, but then went on to do like 12 minutes and was being repeatedly flashed like come off the fucking
I know who
stage,
this is.
and just wasn't, and like, or like you can't fucking do that, like, do you know what I mean?
Becky.
Yeah,
I'm
poor-
just kidding.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
wanna- That's not actually her name.
It's
I
not
just-
even a Becky doing comedy in Cork, so you just fucked yourself.
I know. I was jokingly throwing her name there because they don't know. But all right, jig is
Susan
up.
Boyle.
It was Susan Boyle, yeah.
Susan Boyle.
Do you remember when Susan Boyle like?
No, I don't know who that is.
She won Britain's Got Talent, did she?
Oh, I do know who
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, I dreamed a
Singing.
dream of
Yeah.
time gone by. But when she walked out first, everyone was like, ha ha ha, fat Scottish lady with mad hair. Ha ha ha. Everyone was laughing at her, and even Simon Cowell was like, what are you going to sing, you fat ugly tramp? You're probably going to fart national anthem or something. And she literally came out then with, I dreamed a dream of time gone by. And everyone was like, amazed by this beautiful woman and her beautiful skin. And I'm just like, that probably wouldn't be made these days, that fucking episode.
That was like a topic. That was like a theme on Got Talent for a while, though, right? Where,
Yeah.
like, there was like 3 winners in a row, which is like, isn't it a class that fat people can sing?
Yeah.
Have you seen Pavarotti?
That
Oh
was
my-
pretty insane. Like,
Oh my
what's
God,
going
you're
on there?
hideous. You must be brilliant.
Or like every episode of X Factor years ago was like Louis Walsh being like, Simon, they're good. Like when it's just like these really fucking like mad acts, like this lad from like a country that I don't even think exists anymore, just like singing Elton John.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
just like, Simon, they're seriously good though. They're seriously good, you know?
I got a bit of fun fact for you. We have Germany's Got Talent, right? We have our own version,
Nice.
which is like people don't understand. We have a carbon copy
I'm
version.
going for 7 million.
And sometimes,
Zing!
Oh, for fuck's sake. I usually don't like Nazi jokes. But like that's
this was
fucking
our
good.
episode of Give It a Go.
That's good.
Cut that.
Sick.
What
That's good.
we would do is whenever you guys would have like, I say you guys, you're not British, but whenever Britain's Got Talent would have like absolutely fucking insane people on, that make good television. We'd invite them on the German version. And then it would come out and speak German. They would subtitle them, making them even look more insane. Actually,
Oh, das ist Susan Boyle. Ein großen Bitch.
look,
You know?
she's so massive.
Our version of Susan Boyle was a woman. What was her name? She was working Tesco.
Oh, Mary Byrne.
Is she? Yeah,
Mary Byrne.
Mary Byrne from Tesco. She was
She's
From
not-
Tesco.
She's actually, that's literally
Not
yeah,
from
she was-
Gary Sewell, from
No,
Tesco,
she was from
whatever.
She was from Dublin or something, but she worked in Tesco, and she's like, I'm just a mammy and I just love singing, and Dublin people love dead people. You ever notice that as well? Dublin people are obsessed with dead people. They're like, jeez, if me mammy could see me now. I saw Robin today and I thought, jeez, that's me mammy there now. Do you know, like that? All this
She
kind
was
of
with
stuff.
me.
And she's
Fuck
there.
me, man. He's spot on. with
They're
that.
fucking, they're so right. They're obsessed with dead people. I had a woman come up to me after a show in Dublin one night, and she's like, you were brilliant. You were brilliant. My mammy loved comedy. Sure, God love her. She's gone now from 3 years from us, and she would love this. She would love this. She was here now tonight to watch. And I was like, would you watch me? Watch me talking about making jokes about going down on my sister. Really? You think that she'd like to sit here and watch this?
She'd probably want to fucking end it again.
But that was Tesco Mary, and she was on X Factor, and she's a savage singer. In fairness, is she still around?
She probably was still working in
Probably in
Tesco.
Tesco,
She's
yeah.
in Superfly, you know.
No, yes, yeah, exactly. She leveled
She's
up.
from manager.
She's in, no. Yeah.
Yeah, she leveled up. She
moved
leveled
up
up.
to
She's in
dance.
Marks and Spencer. She's getting, she's doing.
She's
well.
gone up market now.
But like honestly, she was like, what was it? Was it Britain's Got Talent she was on?
No, it was
Oh,
X Factor.
And I swear, like that was how many years ago? I'm not joking, exaggerating. For 8 years, every Tesco in Ireland had a life-size cutout of Mary Byrne.
They did. Yeah.
Oh, like free
Yeah.
advertising
I
type
wouldn't
of
be
thing.
surprised. Like I actually think it was only in COVID that they got rid of the one in Middleton.
You gotta milk that shit though. I get it.
Yeah.
You gotta milk
Well,
that
wait,
shit.
what she like? Did she like announce
just-
herself from Tesco or
She
something
just-
like that?
I walked-
Like
you know
the
what I'm
Tesco
saying?
was like
You know when
sponsoring her to fly
Simon's
out there or
doing, you're
something?
like, Simon's doing, you're like, and what do you do? I work in Tesco, and he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go.
He's such a cunt,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And how the fuck has he made a career of just being an absolute fucking cunt to everybody?
I think that's how you make
He
a
managed
career.
One Direction or something, didn't he? Or
No, do you know the way like
Imagine
that?
how awful that must have been for One Direction.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're out of that now.
yeah.
but like the way everyone looks at him, like, oh, what does he know about music? I actually say there's lads who are doing finance and business in college who have posters of him on his wall.
Yeah,
Because that's where he's the goal. He's
100%.
like,
That's how he
Yeah,
got there.
yeah.
He's the money
His
people
music's
like him.
Andrew Tate, like.
yeah.
Well, the only X Factor, the only
Is
X,
that a brag?
the only X Factor story I know is the one where like the guy went up and like it was in the American one, and Demi Lovato was just kind of like, listen, some people just aren't supposed to be stars, and he's like, yeah, that's why I don't use autotune and you do, and even Simon was like, oh fuck, even Simon was like, oh, that was cold blooded.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was.
Demi Lovato is non-binary now. Did you know that?
No, she's not anymore.
Oh.
So I didn't say something big as there. She came out recently and said I didn't feel like I
That's
was.
so she went non-binary and then back. That's fucking.
So
I've never heard
Can
about
you do
that.
that?
So
Yeah.
instead of dead name, she was resuscitated.
Because I
CPR, yeah. Clear.
It's like, do you remember at the end of Ant-Man when he comes back from like the tiny zone, the atoms like zone? That's basically
What happened here?
I was gonna say Demi Lovato, but now that doesn't work.
Ah, that's
so
actually good.
very sad.
I have a good one. I remember when Demi Lovato. This sounds so mean, but I thought I was fierce clever at the time. Demi Lovato went to hospital for a heroin overdose. Remember that years?
Oh,
ago?
yeah, that was it.
And I remember.
lady's been through
I
so much
remember.
shit, man.
I put it on Facebook, being like, Demi Lovato's just been brought to hospital for a apparent heroin overdose. Jesus, if I ever did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. I thought I was being fierce clever.
Oh my God.
That's
one
a
of the-
song,
that's
but-
one
I
of
just
the
remember her
songs.
from Camp
you
Rock.
announced it saying you had a good one.
Crack
Just-
rock, more like.
Yeah, crack rock. Yeah, crack rock. Crack rock.
lads.
Crack, crack.
I wanna wrap this up. Let's conclude.
Like a chicken wrap.
Our business ideas. We're gonna start a bouncy castle pub in Middleton. It might be a gay bar, it might not be. If you stick eggs into your ass, you get free vodka with MDMA in it.
Lovely.
We have bouncers who bounce up and down and kick people out.
Yep.
But actually, we're just gonna do a fringe show and rent a bouncy.
Yeah,
castle.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
that's probably a better model.
Called the Demi Lovato Comedy Hour.
Yeah, the Demi Lovato resuscitated name.
Yeah, resuscitated hour.
Yeah.
I was thinking we should set up right in front of the portal when they set it up. Just like, look how fucking fun we're having there. And as soon as it gets to New York, it takes
Start
off.
showing pictures of 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. Almost exclusively, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything to plug before we wrap this fucking shambles up?
Well, we have our own podcast, the Chancer Diaries.
Yes.
Please tune into that. The next episode that'll be released, these fine gentlemen will be here. I've set up a new comedy club called Chancer's Comedy Club, not affiliated with the podcast. That's every Monday in the Alibi Bar. Dave, I believe you.
Yes. I have on my own comedy club, on Shomer Comedy Club, Wallace's Bar. It's also a funeral home, which the lads find fierce funny.
It is pretty
It is great.
Why
And
wasn't dying
we've
there?
two,
Yeah, exactly.
two massive shows.
Yeah,
That's
they
where
don't call him
careers go to
yeah,
die.
yeah, Dave isn't the MC, then he's an undertaker, is what they call it.
There it is. Yeah. Any last words?
Do you know the
Yeah,
actual
5
room
minutes.
that we play in is actually used to be a morgue? That's actually
Yeah,
what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You
the
don't do-
atmosphere I get in
You don't
there.
do stand
Dead
up.
atmosphere, all right.
You don't do stand up. You just do
do-
eulogies.
I just have two big shows to plug. Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan is
Awful
there
trouble.
on the 7th of June with his own show, A Bird in the Hand. Definitely go and see that. He was an absolute hit last time. Following week, we have Ross Brown on the 14th. Still tickets for those. Get on them, please. They're on eventbrite.ie or on my on Shomer Comedy Club page as well.
An outro. And that's how Dan, James, Aaron, and David attempt to give it a go.